Traders from around the world, welcome to your Wednesday real life stock review. And today is spelled with an I. Wednesday in the building, W-I-N-S-D-A-Y. Did have a losing day yesterday, but kept it pretty minimal, around 1.3 Rs and some change. But today we had some great gaps, some beautiful moves, some wonderful misses on my part, but overall a nice day. And we'll talk about those not too long from now. So anyway, looking at what we have here on the SPY, we got ourselves just a small little range. What's interesting about this range is the 200 simple just seems so easy and obvious for the stock to pull into this particular price. But here's the IWM, and the IWM is down nicely today. In fact, let me bring up the afternoon swing trading room from just yesterday so you can kind of hear my thoughts on the IWM. The daily chart, it almost, if I just stretch it and make it look like a double top, it almost looks a little double topish. Just a little bit. So if we do get a strong bullish day tomorrow, great. If we do get some bears that come in, also great. That could be fun. I don't anticipate another inside day candle tomorrow. So tomorrow really could be a Wednesday with an I. Keeping a close eye to see how that gaps or what we do in the markets tomorrow. IWM, again, inside day candle. So normally, very oftentimes, if there is an inside day range on the markets, I usually have noticed that I lose on the day. I don't know exactly why that is. It's not always the case, but at least today was a small losing day for me, which is, again, totally perfect, 100% acceptable, have no issues losing. I missed 2 or 3 really, really good trades, and I'll share those with you. But a small losing day, about 1.2 Rs down on the day, and our swing trades didn't trigger. We'll look at those. But yeah, inside day ranges, usually when you get a really big move on one day, and then the next day, very often, you're going to have an inside day candle on the broader markets. So when that happens, then it's kind of like, okay, cool. See what you can find, take what you can trade, but the broader markets usually don't move that much. Right, it just seemed a little weak and it seemed a little double top-esque. Had a really nice inside day candle on the IWM, and I did try shorting Roku today, which is a giant mistake apparently because Roku does nothing but go up. But here's the 5-minute chart, and I say try. I'm actually pretty happy about the short on it. Let me just kind of show you what I was looking at when I was looking at it. So here was obviously a head and shoulders pattern, right, on Roku. And I thought about exiting all of it, but I just held on for a little too long, I guess. Even though the market did slowly drop and roll over some towards the end of the day, I thought that maybe, just maybe, we get something out of it. But anyway, neckline retest, trades up, stops some people out. So that's the people who had a little bit of an aggressive stop. That's when some volume came in. I got interested in it. What's really interesting about Roku at this particular point in time, and I did mention to a lot of people, I was like, guys, if we lose on this or get trailed out, this is why. Tons of bullish volume everywhere. So this is the only bearish volume that was coming in. And once this next candle came in, here's your inside day candle high wave. We shorted it right below that low. So we were in bearish, and then I love that candle. And then boom, right there. So we took a small portion off the table, took a little bit of position off, exited, and I held through this. I thought that looked wonderful, thought that was okay, and then that happened. I was like, ugh. And I was very, very close just to pulling the ripcord, but again, I was like, man, you know what? I think that maybe we actually get a little bit of selling on Roku. And no, did not happen. So it ended up getting trailed out right here. So it got trailed out, lost 0.39 Rs on it. I mean, very, very small loss. But look at this on a weekly chart. It's almost comical. Roku, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't even know how many numbers that is. So yeah, trying the short up here, especially after it makes a new high, totally comfortable. Not stressed that it didn't work. All is good on Roku. However, so we made it up, obviously, with Abercrombie and Fitch, ticker symbol ANF. This was a perfect gap and go. If you're new to real life trading or new to trading in general and you want to practice your gap strategy, feel free to print this one out, back trade it as much as you can, because that one was incredible. Such a nice bullish gap, and you can still see the setup that we played. 24.41 by 23.85. Target was 25.61. Boom, bingo, bongo, bango. That was a great trade on Abercrombie and Fitch. Really nice, nice. Just a pretty move overall, and looked really good. So here's Dollar Tree, ticker symbol DLTR, and Dollar Tree. I did not play this one, but ironically enough, I actually had 3 coaching students trade this one, and they all made money on it. I was really, really proud of them. Got to give a shout out to Alexandra. So Alexandra was a trader that I met up in New York City, and she just absolutely crushed it. So got in at 97, got out at 98, and got an exactly 1 R, and she also traded Tesla short for 2 Rs yesterday. So Alexandra, congratulations. Also want to give a shout out to my boy Jeff. Where'd Jeff go? This is our Slack channel. So Jeff. So there it is. So he got half an R on Dollar Tree. Lauren got 3 Rs on Dollar Tree. So Lauren is another coaching student that I've been working with, and he just, played this exceptionally well. So Lauren, congrats on getting 3 Rs on Dollar Tree. Anyway, it was a nice move. Definitely was a great gap, solid open, and good volume. So congrats for everyone who got a chance to play that one. But that was nice. And the other one that we did play in the room today, so again, I give all the credit to Brad on this one. I didn't even see this gap this morning. Let me scroll up over here. Also, shout out to Kyle Williams for making money on Micron bullish. Kyle and Andrew, I totally blanked on that one. Just scrolling up, give me like 23 seconds. So this is when Brad starts talking about SRPT. So that was just a beautiful, beautiful gap. And so he started watching it at 8:45, so about 15 minutes after market open. That's kind of what he was keeping an eye on for a low of the day break. And look at SRPT. Look at this gap on the daily chart. Come on. Bearish gap and go, barely below all of those wicks. So nice. And we played it with that low of the day break. So entry here, stop up there, and it did end up rolling over nicely. I would have loved to hang on to that, but almost got right at 2 Rs with an exit down there on SRPT. So overall, 2 really nice trades, 1 small loser for 3 and some change on the day, putting me at 6 and some change on the month of March. So here we go, striving for those double digits again, because it is an early month and we are already doing very well. All right, other thing to talk about, what I think is exceptionally exciting. I just want to thank everyone who impacted and donated and decided to enrich lives with us. We talked about on just Monday how we were going to do everything in our power to make sure we filled up this donation for Miss Wood's class, who is in Indianapolis, Indiana, and just filled it up. So I think we had like $175 to go, and between Monday and like Tuesday morning, all the real life traders out there just donated, gave, and actually a few traders, shout out to Joanne. So Joanne even donated on top of the amount once the amount got hit. So I just want to say to everyone who did that, thank you, because that is the challenge for March, is to actively go out and find some classrooms, some teachers, some programs, some kids who might need a little bit of financial assistance. And even if we just put in $1, 500 of us watch stock reviews every single day. You can put in $1 and slowly make magic and experience lives. So what we're doing is we're doing another one. Let's get this one filled up as well, ladies and gentlemen. This was sent to me, I mentioned a moment ago, by Joanne. Joanne down there in Fernandina Beach, Florida, and she found this one. Look at this. Again, folks, I don't mean to sound negative or bad about the amount of money, but this is so achievable. $187. 3 people have already got it half the way. So my thought is this is Miss Campbell's class up to pre-K, up to 2nd grade in Fernandina Beach, Florida. Let's make this person's day, week, month, maybe even year. But with spending $187 of our hard-earned money, we can break that up into so many different people. Let's go ahead and get that done. And the goal is to get this done by next Friday on the other stock review, because we're going to try to have one of these every single review that we do, because it's really easy. It's simple. 187 bucks. That's nothing. That is pennies on the dollar. Really excited about these opportunities to enrich lives. So shout outs to everyone who's helping with that. Beautiful stuff. Let's hop back over into some charts. Tesla. I had a few people request Tesla to figure out what to do on Tesla. You had 3 very nice bearish days in a row. My opinion on this one is if you're playing Tesla, most likely you are going to be selling some volatility. So a lot of traders, if you are familiar with the volatility sales, you're selling some bull put spreads or put sales. I mean, there's money down here at 160 for both April and May. So just keep that in mind. But if you're looking at playing Tesla bullish, it's starting to come down into some good zones. And we are at the 200 simple on a weekly chart, which we have bounced off of before. So if you're looking at getting in Tesla down here bullish, I think this could be a spot where you tiptoe in. So if you're looking at buying shares or call options, maybe just sprinkle some positions on there. Don't go too heavy, but just kind of tiptoe in, put your pinky toe in, start accumulating and seeing what it does. And if Tesla breaks down and goes a little bit lower, then you could really, I think the best place to pick up some Tesla, I'd probably look to buy another share or two around 240. And then if we ever, for some weird reason, get down to the 100 simple on a monthly chart of 185.35, great buying spot. But realistically, it isn't a channel. Buy low, sell high. We're getting back into that support zone. A lot of traders have tons of volatility plays on Tesla, 185 and lower. So 185, 165, 155, 140 even. Tons of premium down there, so feel free to check it out. A lot of people think Tesla's going to go bankrupt by the end of the year, and I mean, while that is obviously possible, I'm taking the bet against that happening. So here's Baidu, and Baidu had a cute little pop today. My buddy John Simcoe requesting Baidu, and he's thinking it's looking at forming a double bottom, which I agree with. The other cool part is Baidu is at the 100 simple on a monthly chart. Now, granted, we've never bounced there before or anything, so this will be a very rare occurrence that's never happened before. But with it trading down into this particular level, and here's the daily chart, working on some good volume coming in, you could certainly be keeping an eye on Baidu for some longs, especially if it pulls back to 164.39. Here's UNH. Had a lot of people request UNH. This is the one that I had a swing trade on that I just totally missed. Had an entry on this day right here. True story. If anybody wants the recording, let me know. I'll send it to you. But the high was 265.43. I think our entry was 265.61 for the bearish trade. So we missed like a good 3-4 hour trade by pennies on UNH. So that's too bad. But realistically, I'd probably give this one a little bit more time. I think the 100 simple on the weekly is 229.04. I mean, if you're looking at buying down there, we haven't bounced down there at that price in a while. Other than that, I mean, it's an expensive stock, in my opinion. And if you're looking at playing it, I mean, they're making gobs of money. We realize that. But I like the break of this bearish high wave candle. I'd probably try to catch it at 238 with a stop at 233. $5 stop on UNH if I was playing it. That's what I would keep an eye out for. Here's STMP, stamps.com. And stamps, this is one that right now is down 4%. And looking at this to probably break a little bit lower. Eventually going to come in and fill that gap at some point. But on the hourly chart, I'm just looking for this one to go as low as it can. Most likely, if it ever gets down to this 82.46, I'll be keeping an eye out for some buying down there. But if you get any type of good gap or good bullish move, maybe a break of some of these hourly moving averages, then we could look at playing stamp.com bullish at some point. Last but not least, I got a lot of requests for Micron today. Folks, print out this chart on Micron. The funny part is I actually did, and we shorted this one yesterday in the morning room on Micron and lost very small. We tried it, and today was an even better gap. So, I mean, yesterday was a good gap, no question. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Today was an amazing gap down on Micron, right below the low of the high wave candle. People just getting trapped all over the place. This 3-minute chart was to die for. So here's the 3-minute time frame on Micron. And the second candle is your high wave, bearish candle, entry below there, stop above there, and just winning all the way down. And then like I mentioned earlier, Kyle Williams and Andrew and a few other traders played Micron bullish right here and made money on the upside. So just some incredible stuff out there. So proud of you all. Continue keeping it up, continue enriching lives, and remember, go ahead and donate, even if it's $1. We are here to enrich lives, folks. I know we're one of the few stock market companies out there who ever talks about giving back to the community, but that's what makes real life trading real life trading. Folks from around the world, you rock. Let's get this filled by Friday. I'll see you all then, and until then, love life, and trade it. Bye.